You know, it's a good point. You can't hear me if I don't turn on the audio. Anyway, welcome everybody to SkepTalk Late, episode number 6. Tonight we've got PrimalLassie and HashDabJones, a couple of fantastic streamers who are pretty well known for some of their harrowing exploits in horror games. So let's make sure I've got everything else going on. We were going to check in with chat. We've got Mags there. We've got Cultural Rogue. I want to thank the hosts we've got going on tonight. We've got Pretty Random Network, Primo Trio, The Underhaven, Gamer Fuel Studios Live, Infinity Break Gaming, Andrew Wilson, and Luke of the Woods, and PrimalLassie. Thank you very much for that. There it is. And a raid. Excellent. Thank you very much for that raid. I'd like to thank Omnibox Studios for getting everybody together for this. It's always a good show. And I'd also like to thank Megana, especially for getting everybody aligned so that we can get this show off the hook. So we're going to go ahead and take a look into some of the things that I covered this week on SkepTalk Live. And just in case anybody's interested in what kind of things we do here, so let's do a news review. On episode number 82 that we aired this week, we had a group of 3 bearded men joining me, the Bearded Master, for a show where it just happened to be that everybody on the show had a name that was 3 letters long. There was Tim, there was Wes, and there was Tom. And Udo. So worked out really fun. We covered the fact that I'll be joining TwitchCon 2018 this year, and it actually is it marks the 1-year stream anniversary for me. I started streaming during the end of October last year. So stories that we covered, we took a look at Obsessions for Men by Calvin Klein. Has been recently proven to be perfect tiger bait because wildlife authorities in India are attempting to catch tigers using the scent as a lure. In 2003, a Bronx Zoo in New York study showed that the key ingredient is a synthetic version of musk excreted by the civet, which is a small nocturnal mammal whose glandular liquid is prized for its powerful aroma. The tigers seem to be attracted to it, and there have been many cases of tigers being used, or this being used to catch tigers. We also took a look at a strange story where a Japanese judge was attacked by Chinese judge was attacked by a woman who disagreed with his judgment on a case, but in order to do so, she dressed like a man and snuck into the men's bathroom and attacked him while he was in the restroom. The story itself led me to find a manuscript on how to fight with a cane, and we went into that a little bit. Pretty neat there. We also covered a story about a maintenance worker that accidentally fired a 20mm Vulcan cannon from an F-16 jet that he was working on at Belgium's Florens Airport, or Air Force Base, earlier this week, and he destroyed another F-16 and damaged several other aircraft nearby. Really, really unfortunate accident. So, after that, we eventually took a look at a Chinese Hello Sig electronics company that is starting to attempt to bring a new market into the US, which is vape pens that contain the active ingredients for erectile dysfunction drugs Cialis and Viagra. So at that point, you would get you would get a vape pen that helped you keep it up. The FDA has not approved either of these drugs and is not happy with the company Hello Sig and their E-Cialis Hello Sig e-liquid. And finally, or wait, no, not finally. This is one more. We took a look at a story in Uttar Pradesh where police were chasing down a criminal and all of their guns started malfunctioning. So the video has gone viral since then. They were holding their weapons in the air and yelling the sounds that they thought pistols made at the criminal in order to attempt to scare the criminal out of its hiding place. Really funny video if you took a look at it. And apparently over there in the language that they use, the sound effect that a gun make is thane thane, which I think is more, spoken like thane thane, almost like a bang, but really cool language experiment there. And finally, we were taking a look at me fucking with Facebook. I have recently gone through my Facebook settings and I've gotten into the AdSense there and removed all of my interests except for very strange things. Facebook now wants to advertise me based on 3 simple words, which are snail, obsidian, and lead. And those are the only interests that I've left there, and I've noticed that Facebook has stopped sending me ads as often because I am a hard to market to fellow. So I'll keep everybody updated on that as we go along, but looks like I've got everything ready. Primal, are you ready? Give me a head shake. Excellent. All right, everybody, I would like to welcome to the stream, as soon as I can get to my mute button here, PrimalLassie. Primal, how are you doing today?
Thanks, Skep. How are you?
Good. There, I've got you on the screen now. It took a moment.
Oh, I'm famous.
Excellent. So Primal, or we've would you prefer me to say Primal? Would you prefer Lassie? Would you prefer PrimalLassie?
It's up to you, hon. Some people call me Primal, some people call me Lassie. It just depends on his preference.
I'm gonna say Primal. It sounds more savage to me. Lassie sounds more tame. It's kind of a neat name you've got there with Primal and Lassie, you know.
Yeah.
So, I've been taking a look into your channel so that I can introduce you properly to everybody here.
Oh dear.
Let me put my guest command into the chat here. That will give everybody a link to go say hi. So if anybody wants to check out Primal, remember that link there. Open it up in another tab. Hit follow whenever you feel like it. So I brought up your Social Blade, which is something I've been doing for everybody I've had on this show. And it tells me that you are a Twitch channel with over 480 followers and over 8,000 individual channel views. So what those numbers make me want to ask, how long have you been at it for it?
I have been at it since November, December of last year. So.
Oh, nice. We're not too far off on the stream age between each other. We're like stream siblings.
Exactly.
What made you decide to hit that start streaming button for the first time?
You know what? I followed Viva La Dirt League to Twitch, and I was watching Rowan, and then Rowan hosted No Hands, and then No Hands hosted Burlington, and then I was like, watching Burlington do his thing, and he was silly, he was funny, he was having fun, and I was like, I can do that. I was like, I want to do that, and so I downloaded OPS, and I was just sort of like fudged my way through it. I literally had no idea what I was doing.
Viva La Dirt League, those are the guys who do Epic and PC Man, and all of the
yes.
And all of the parodies of Battlegrounds.
Yes. They crack me up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So back at the PrimalLassie channel, do you have a name for the community of people that watch you? Like here on SkepTalk, we call everybody the Illuminati.
I don't actually. Okay. everyone in my channel, I've actually spent a lot of time networking and talking to these people. These people are actually my friends now. So I have nicknames for them, but they've all sort of like grown organically. Like I have nicknames for everyone, but they're all personal. They're all like, it's all because we've been talking to each other and hanging out in each other's channels and supporting each other and stuff. So
excellent.
Yeah.
So your followers as a whole don't have a nickname, but a lot of your followers have nicknames.
They do.
Excellent. It's almost like do people have to earn their nickname by being cool around enough, or
not necessarily. Like for instance, Texas Hula, I call him Boopa.
Okay.
That happened because he plays Civilization. And and in Civilization 6, when you first meet Gandhi, he says, I'm Gandhi, but my followers call me Boopa. And then and somehow at some point we made a joke, and we were I think it was me and Ace, and we were just like Boopa, Hula Boopa, Boopa da Foopa. It was this whole like tangent we got off on, and then eventually that fell away, and I just call him Boopa now. So
right.
Yeah.
All right. So outside of Twitch, do you get a lot of people who ask what it is that you're doing when you sit at that computer?
Yeah, I was just like, it's hard to explain to people because they can't wrap their mind around the fact that other people want to come and like hang out and watch you play a video game, even if you're really bad at them, like me. I love to talk. I was like, you can come and talk to me about anything, and I'll just sit there and just like, it's like a talk show. It's like a talk show. You get to dress up. You do your hair, you do your makeup, you put on a nice shirt, and you get to talk to people. It's like you get dressed up, but you don't have to actually go anywhere. It's fantastic.
Right. Well, and all your friends are there. Like
exactly. I was like, yeah, and like, and you don't have to wear pants, and no one will ever know.
It's all about those camera angles,
Exactly.
Sure. Magana mentions and kitten ears.
Yes. Magana wears cat ears on Wednesdays. I did not know this, but she looks adorable as fuck.
Excellent. So what kind of things would an unsuspecting viewer find at the PrimalLassie channel?
I don't know where to start. It's been a cluster from the beginning. Obviously I love humor. I love making people laugh. I like people who can play with me. Kind of like we play off each other, just tease each other. I like to be kind of witty. Idle chit chat, of course. I mean, people can just come in and be like, I had a shitty day at work, Primal. I'm like, I feel you, dog. I feel you. And then, of course, I'm a big flirt, so I'll flirt with anybody who comes in.
Does your day job know that you do streaming?
They just found out, actually, and now I'm in trouble.
Oh, okay.
They had to see the one stream like last night that I did, and it was just like, I don't know. I got goofy. Well, that's what I
do. Getting goofy can sometimes be really fun. So I mean, I don't blame you, even if they do.
Bottles. Sorry, I just saw my kind of high bags.
What kind of games you play? I mean, I've definitely introduced you so far as a gamer who plays horror games, but I don't definitely want to shoehorn you if that's not exactly what you do. But
dude, it's Halloween season. I'm playing so many horror games. I have the Hunt Showdown, which I downloaded on a dare. And Civil was like, I'm not going to take you seriously. And Offensive was like, you're not going to download that, Lassie. You're not going to download it. I was like, hell I will. And I downloaded it that day. And I've been obsessed with it ever since. I love it. What the hell? Basically, I like anything that's kind of spooky. I like stuff with puzzles. I like world builders. I like anything that lets me kind of like design and create. I'm a very creative kind of person. Yeah. So.
Do you do?
I play everything.
Do you do any like creative streams or anything like that?
I haven't done any creative streams, but I feel like maybe I should. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I made all my own overlays. I made all my own buttons and everything. So I'm an amateur graphic designer. I mean, amateur, but
Right.
I enjoy it. Like I excel in anything that I enjoy.
I'm the same way. Don't worry about it. Yeah. What one of the most popular horror games that I was researching today, so I could ask you this question, was one of the most popular horror games right now is Amnesia: Dark Descent. Have you taken a look into that at all yet?
I haven't. I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight and sort of like mainstream stuff, but I'm down for anything. I'll play anything.
Who's your favorite?
If it gives me a scare, I like jump scares because I think that those are the funniest. It's like, and then they just they highlight really well. People love to watch me like, I'm so scared.
Play through any of the Freddy series or anything like that?
I haven't. Okay. I did play a game called Grey Dawn though. I highly recommend it. It is visually stunning, and it was an amazing. It was supposed to be a horror game, but it was only like half horror and like half like experimental. It was so weird. I loved it.
Who's your favorite killer in Dead by Daylight? Dead by Daylight.
I think it's the doctor. Right. I think I like how he like when I'm a survivor, like I like how he like projects that sort of electric like field thingy, and you're just running around and this thing's like screaming in your face. I don't know. I love the crackle sound. It's just really cool.
When playing as a survivor, who's your favorite killer to go against?
Let's see. Mikey, definitely.
Okay.
I love his insta kills because he's just like he grabs you and he goes and he's like stabbing you. Like, it gets me every time. I was like I'm not even mad about dying. I'm just like it just cracks me up.
Right. You ever play through any of the like semi horror adventure games like I'm drawing a blank. Underwater building game. Subnautica, right?
Subnautica. I want to try it, but it hasn't. Like I haven't caught it on sale. I'd like to catch it on sale.
Right. I definitely. I have a fear myself of deep underwater and terrible stuff. So that game makes me clench like no other. So.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, like playing through normal horror games. I don't squeam easily, right? But
yeah.
Any game that like has a ladder that I can't look down while I'm climbing it, that gets me real bad.
Really?
Right? Oh yeah. My brain puts myself into the idea of the person climbing the ladder, and I'm like, oh shit, it's right there on my ankles. My ankles are dead. I'm dying. This is the end. And then I get to the top of the ladder, right?
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I don't scare easy, but I do startle easy. I jump. I don't know.
Right.
It's just like there was this one I forget what game I was playing, but it's one of my clips. But I turned around and like there was like this painting like suddenly like up in my face, and it went ah! It just startled me so bad. It was so dumb.
What's the craziest thing that you would say has ever happened on your channel while you were streaming?
I had a lot of crazy things happen, but the latest one was my friend Medic. He is magnanimous is the word. Is that he likes to do everything in sort of like this grandiose fashion. And he came into my stream and he was actually talking to me. This is also one of my highlights if you want to go watch it. Okay. But he dropped one biddy, just because he didn't know how to use the biddies yet. And he dropped one biddy, and I was like, oh, good job, you dropped one biddy, you did it. And he's like, you dropped one penny. And then he's like, and then I was like, I was like playing, I was running around fixing a generator in DBD, I think. And then he drops the other 9,999. He dropped 10,000 biddies on me. And I was like, that's like $100. That's like that's a lot to me. And I was like, oh my god, Medic, that's so much. And I was like, I'm running around and I'm getting killed because I'm like completely floored. And so he trolled me. He trolled me good. And I was like, man, it was so good. It was so good. I was like, nothing gets me more addled than a huge biddy drop.
Right. What would you say is the worst game you've ever played on stream? You ever had anything where you like try it and it just sucks?
Okay. When I first started out, I was doing a lot of retro gaming, and one of those retro games is Police Quest.
Okay.
It's a cult classic, and a lot of people like it. But there is a mechanic in the game where you are driving your car from point A to point B, and it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible because you can't make the turns when you're supposed to be making the turns, and it was just like, it was so rage-inducing. Not to mention the map is not labeled at all. There's just all these buildings. You have no idea where you're at, and you have to basically drive around looking for like this bar or whatever. And I was just like, I ended up rage quitting. It was just so bad. It was so bad.
I'm looking at it right now, the screenshots of Police Quest. Wow, this game looks insane.
They're good games. They were good games for the time, and the stories were good, and and it was just a different time. It's like we just don't have the patience anymore when stuff doesn't, like, when you say turn right and it just keeps going straight and crashes into a wall or whatever. It's just like, I missed my turn again. Like 20 minutes, I'm just going around the same fucking loop. It's so bad.
I bet
I can't do it.
I bet when that game originally came out, it probably had like a strategy guide that may have had a map in it, but that was only in physical copy, and it's been lost to time since then, or, you know.
There is a map, but the map isn't labeled. They have uploaded screenshots of the map to this game because there's a lot of retro gamers. It's a whole niche.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and
I figured you were saying the map in game wasn't labeled, so the map that they included with it wasn't labeled either.
Exactly. So it's like useless. Awesome. So you're just driving around, and it's a huge map for a tiny game, and it was just like, there's 4 quadrants, and you can't see the whole map, so you're just driving around, and then you miss your turn, and you have to approach it from the right direction so that you can turn in. Ugh, it was a nightmare.
Wow.
Never again.
All right. Where do you see your channel in about a year? What are your hopes and dreams for your channel in a year? And is there anything that you'd like to add to your channel? You know, like a new piece of tech, or would you want to get like I don't know, how you feel about green screens, that type of thing?
Okay, so my big thing right now is subs and follows. So I still need to accrue more subs and follows. I would like to get a mic because this thing is driving me crazy. I need to get a stream deck apparently, and I'll probably do a green screen at some point and start making some like really cool backgrounds. But for right now, my corn pops and my whatever holiday decorations I got going on. That's what I got going on.
Excellent. Yeah. Those stream decks are super cool, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know anything about any of that stuff.
Right.
But so I'm probably going to have to reach out to the community and like get some help on that. And that's how I've gotten to this point, is that people have taken their time to show me and talk to me and ask, and I can ask them questions and stuff. So
yeah. I remember when we first kind of met, I definitely saw you around in, you know, like all of the channels I was exploring in the little network, you know, and I was like,
I love to talk.
Again? Right?
Exactly. Just call me Miss Motormouth.
Right. All right. So I've got a thing here. Mags, our producer, has gotten together a series of clips from your channel. And I have not seen them, and she hasn't told me which ones they are, and I don't think she told you which ones they are. So we're going to see these without any context, and then you can help me explore what the heck we just watched.
Okay.
All right. So the first one here looks like it is Dead by Daylight, right?
Oh, gosh.
All right. Let's see.
Off your butt.
You can hear that, right?
I can hear it. Oh,
right.
Very good. Oh, nice.
Niceness.
Was it the? I think what this clip may have been about was the seductive lick lip that I was seeing there. I don't know if you saw.
Yes, I know this clip. I know this clip. I was like, why is this person clipping this? I was like, do they like me licking my lips? I do a lot of.
No, go ahead.
I do a lot of weird shit. I don't know why.
That would definitely be why that person clipped this, because I don't think he did anything in the game specifically there, right? Like,
maybe my lips were dry. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, Dead by Daylight. It's got me turned on, you know.
Right. Get a little charged up there. Let's see. Oh, the bottom corner of the clip screen. Gotcha. Oh, I see. Nobody saw that here. Yes, let me fix that real quick. Super easy to fix. It's because I've got you in a kind of a bad position there. But I can fix that real easy. And then
does that happen to you a lot?
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. More than you would believe. All right, let's see. Almost. Bam! There we go. All right, you're no longer covering the clip screen. we're gonna watch it more in time because nobody on the show saw that yet. So prepare for round 3 of lip lickage.
Off your butt.
Oh, it didn't keep going. There we go. I got this.
Oh, okay.
But definitely the subtle look to the side, and then the full lip from left to right.
Oh, nice. Niceness.
Excellent. All right. So the next one that I've got here. What game is this? It looks like, I don't know. You're in a mansion.
Oh, that's the jump scare I was telling you about. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
I forget what the game is called. Oh my gosh, my hair looks terrible there.
And then we're in a. Oh, here. Ah! Son of a bitch! What the fuck happened?
That piano noise too. That is always an excellent starter for a bit of a jump scare.
I don't know.
It sounds
it's
like
different when you're playing that game,
right?
Because the sound is like so intense, and I had it turned all the way up. So when that piano crashed and you just like fall through the floor, and you're just like, "What happened?" I was like, I had no idea what happened.
Can you? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I swear I just looked over at chat, and then I suddenly just started to fall, and I was like, "Ah, son of a bitch!"
Can you give any clarity to more wine, less wine?
More wine, less wine. Okay. So your girl likes a glass of wine, or 2 or 3. I've been known to kill like 2 whole bottles of wine on a single stream.
Mm-hmm.
It just helps me chill. I don't have any hangovers the next day, and it's like it makes me very fun.
Excellent.
And I don't whine. I literally don't whine.
Captain Catboy in the chat says Layers of Fear. Was that the name of the game that you guys
you were playing? Yes, that's
Excellent.
it.
Thank you very much for that, Captain Catboy. All right. So the next one I've got. This one. I am not familiar with this one either. But it looks like
that's
giant
Grey Dawn.
tentacles. Grey Dawn? Okay.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Like I said, it was visually stunning and just like it messed with your head a little bit.
Why? Oh! Jesus!
I like how the screen's
And the
light
volume turned all the way
there made it look like you were actually guarding yourself from crows on fire.
Alright.
I just, like I said, it's an extremely immersive game. Like the sounds and the graphics and everything are just on point. And when I opened that door, I was just like, ah! I react. I mean, that's why I like the jump scares.
Do you often find yourself playing in the dark?
Yes.
Is it better that way?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I have to have some light on, otherwise they're not going to be able to see me at all.
Right. It's definitely more legit to play in the dark. That's what I'm saying,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. Let's see what the next one we've got coming up here. This one, you're in a flaming car.
Oh.
You back into a vehicle. Okay, go this way. And then I blew up.
Which one? Which game was that? That's Just Cause.
That's Just Cause 3. That is such a fun game. It's just the wanton destruction and madness everywhere, and it had a car racing portion in it, and which I was doing terrible at. It took me probably 20 minutes to actually hit all the checkpoints and everything, but the whole time I'm crashing these super expensive cars off of the cliff, and they're just blowing up.
When this clip started, I was definitely thinking, well, there's definitely a problem. Looks like that car's got an issue or two.
Yes, I think I crashed it into like a wall or something, and it just. Right. There's another clip of me where I'm just like, I can't drift, I'm drifting, I can't drift, and it's like I just fly off into the ocean, just off this cliff and dive bomb into the ocean. It cracked me up. Yeah.
This is one of the games. This game, you spend a lot of time on the top of airplanes with a rocket launcher, as I recall.
Yes, it starts out. It starts out like that. You're on top of a plane with a rocket launcher blowing shit up. It's fantastic.
That's a perfect way to set a mood for a game, I believe. So, all right. Looks like you're playing some Battlegrounds here.
Okay. Oh, I remember this one.
Here it goes. Oh.
Excellent.
Damn straight.
Those hip fires, though.
What was I supposed to do? I was just like, I've never been a pro FPS shooter. Like, I've gotten a little bit better, but I was like, I was playing for funsies. But when I get kills, they're kind of fun.
That guy doesn't know any better. You might as well be as pro as it gets. He dead, so
He's dead. That's all right. I won that confrontation. So.
It definitely looked like somehow he knew that you were out in that field, because he seemed to be coming straight for it. So.
Like I said, I was streaming it. I could have been stream sniped. I don't even know. Right. I don't care. He did.
Yep. All right. It looks like the next one. It's something in the dark here. I am not familiar, but let's just find out.
Is he downstairs?
Yeah, he just came down. But now he's on fire.
Oh, the hunt.
Oh.
What, you mean that thing? I turned it on. That's how it works, right?
It's so funny, he's collapsed on the chair in front of the piano like some kind of drunk. I screenshotted it.
That was the best.
Do they have a I haven't played much of Hunt Showdown. I haven't played it at all, actually. Do they have like trap lure things with automatic pianos and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, when you turn on the pianos, like the zombies will come to you. The other players will hear it. Mm-hmm. It's the whole game is like based on sound. Mm-hmm. So, like if you set off the crows, if you wake the dogs, upset the chickens, exactly everything will come and attack you and try to kill you.
Okay.
Mm.
Who were, if you don't mind me asking, do you know who you were playing with there?
Oh, that was Catboy. That was Captain Catboy.
Excellent.
Yeah. But I played with a lot of other members of the community, and it's an interesting community. They all want the game to succeed, but their player base is a little low right now.
Right.
So get that up.
Yep. Here looks like
it's a fantastic game though. It's only an alpha, and it's just fantastic.
I love the aesthetic that they're going for from what I've seen. Right. I've definitely only seen people like waiting in bushes and trying to avoid crows. Like that's the things that I've seen of the thing. But like looking through the character creation and stuff like that, where I see people, getting all old timey, right? That it's like it's historical fiction. It's historically accurate. Like the weapons fire like they should, like they would if you were holding an authentic piece. Right.
The company that does it. Actually, they're coming out with another game that's similar, and it's like I think it's the Civil War, and that you have actually like 100 players against like another 100 players, and you're firing like old time weapons and stuff. I was like,
awesome.
I added it to my wish list. I can't remember what it's called though.
All right, looks like the next one we've got here. You are playing Battlegrounds again, and there is a airdrop incoming. Sorry to cut you off there. Sorry, I was just...
Oh, it's dropped. Daytime! Nighttime! Daytime! Nighttime! Daytime! Daytime!
Is that pretty representative of your play style there? Like,
My God, you can't blame me. It's a freaking walking simulator. It just gets so boring after a while. I'm just like, you're like, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hide in a bush. Daytime, nighttime, daytime.
I don't blame
you can't
you at all.
blame me.
You
can't blame me.
I have spent, hours in that game attempting to get myself into the weirdest position possible so that when the enemies find me, they have to kill me on top of a fridge or something like that. So, I totally get what you do there.
Just like,
right.
man.
Yeah. Here we've got... Oh, something fancy going on here. Oh, Crunchy Napkin. Hold on, sorry. My stream elements is way below where it should be. Let me fix that here. All right, cool. Thank you very much for that follow. I appreciate the heck out of that. Welcome to the Illuminati, taking over the world one follow at a time. Right, we've got a fancy looking car here. Does this look familiar to you?
Oh, this is one of those weird indie games I played. Yeah.
Excellent.
Need some DLC. Oh, jeez. Oh, God, I'm flying this thing. Oh, God.
I thought it was a cutscene.
Right.
I'm just sitting there.
A lot of narrow evasions there at the beginning.
Yeah. At the end, it actually it takes you to a next scene, and then like you're being chased by these drones, so you got to dodge the drones, and then you got to go up and over and side to side. It's a very clever story, but like I said, it only had the one chapter, so I don't know if it's gonna have another chapter or not. It's indie.
Well, I mean, who knows? It could come out at any time, unannounced.
Yes.
All right.
Need some.
Pardon my coughing there. This looks like the hunt again.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of hunt clips.
Right.
Would this be a good place to use this? That was fun.
Looks like yes. In fact, it was a good place to use that.
That was the first time I'd ever. That's the first time I'd ever thrown like a bomb of any sort in the game, and I was just like,
right.
let's just try this out. And it was so funny. The game cracks me up. Especially like when you kill the zombies and you go up with a knife and you slash their heads, like they just explode, and it's the most ridiculous thing.
Awesome. Is there any significance behind the corn pops behind you?
Yes, that was an inside joke between me and Burley at one point.
Okay.
Now Della and I kind of like go back and forth about the pops, and I sort of just left it up there.
Excellent. I mean,
yeah,
that's a good way to start.
There's a legendary story. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. I don't know. There's a legendary story about the corn pops.
We don't have to go anywhere you don't want to go. So, all right, let's look. We've got another one here. This one looks like it's the hunt as well because it's mentioning the hunter here.
Okay.
And if your hunter dies, half the XP they earned in their final mission will be transferred to your bloodline.
Okay, the thing about the Hunt Showdown, it takes forever to load into a game. So you're just sitting there like trying to amuse yourself, and I just like lapsed into some weird like Irish Scottish like accent. Just terrible. Just sheer boredom. Again.
It's not too bad. I mean, it could be worse. There's definitely people with worse accents.
That's why I'm just sitting there like picking at my fingernails. Just so bored.
Reading loading screens as you go.
Yeah, I've got them memorized.
Excellent. All right, this looks like that one visual game you were talking about before.
Oh yeah, that's great, Don.
We'll go back in hell, but we want to drag you with us. As a demon,
You did not look like you liked that sound.
I was like, listen, I went, what the fuck?
That was a face of K no.
That game had a lot of WTF moments because they're, like I said, it's so visually stunning. You're just like, what am I looking at?
Right.
It was a fantastic game. I couldn't believe it. Like it's like $20, and it sells itself. It really does.
The audio there, that sounded pretty good, right? Like
it was
had
spooky.
A lot of effects on it, yeah.
Mhm. You turn up the volume when you're playing it. It's like unnerving.
Do you remember what you remember being the scariest part of this game?
The exorcism, probably.
The exorcism? Excellent.
Yeah, they did an exorcism on a little boy, and he's just like...
Well, if anybody's taking a look at this game, definitely look out for the exorcism.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the clips I've got. Got a few more questions for you, though. I'm not through with you yet.
That's what they all say.
Right.
You're gonna have to let me go at some point.
Right. So these next couple of questions that I've got here, some of them get to be to the point of where they could be considered personal. Do not feel that you need to answer any of them in any personal manner. So, like, for example, if you could send a message to yourself like 10 years ago, do you have anything that you would tell younger PrimalLassie?
I probably wouldn't tell her anything because I don't like spoilers.
That's the first time anybody's answered that like that, and I appreciate it. That is awesome.
You're welcome. Seriously, I was like, half the fun of the last 10 years is not knowing what's going to happen.
Right. Get wrecked, younger me.
Exactly.
Yep.
Figure it out.
Awesome. So, if you were to be the end boss of a video game, right? Do you know what kind of theme music that you would have?
Yeah. Okay, so I really love irony. So the more conflicted the theme is, the better. So for me, like if I was like this big bad boss, I would have like music like the Smile song from My Little Pony playing in the background, because there's this one point where it goes smile, 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 and it could just be like chucking shit at the hero, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would be hysterical because like smile, smile, smile while you die.
Or you could be a fluffy little rabbit with death metal music. Just
exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. just thinking about it, do you have a vision of yourself as an end boss of any video game? Do you have any, like, would you want to be the big bruiser? Would you want to be the
I want to be skinny. I have lots of bones. Yeah.
Like a spooky, scary skeleton?
Yes.
Excellent.
And lots of fire and things that explode. That would make me happy.
This question has been on my mind since I started, looking into your channel. For PrimalLassie, is it Lassie as in the term of phrase for a female, or is it something to reference the famous television dog?
It is not. It is Lassie as in Scottish Lassie, because I am Scottish.
Yeah, but no, I was just thinking to myself, I bet that question's been asked before, but I've never heard the answer to it. Right?
It hasn't been asked, but it's been joked about. I come into a chat and be like, "Oh, Lassie, are you kind of a dog? Did we fall down a well?" No.
I'm laughing
Wrong Lassie, dumbass.
I'm laughing about the Timmy found out a well part. That's the. I just totally forgot that is part of the whole thing.
Yeah. I get it a lot, actually.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting out on Twitch, right, can be kind of lonely for someone who has, hasn't really started finding an audience, or, is brand new and doesn't have anybody who's watching them. Do you have any advice for someone who's in that situation?
Yes, I do.
Excellent.
What I did when I first started, I followed 50 people. And of those 50 people, I spent a little time just kind of like in each channel, and I found 5 people that I thought were worthy of my attention, and I basically became their number 1 fan. And what you do with those people is you chat, you sub, you follow, and what you will do is what I call legacy building. Mm-hmm. So when you those subs are important. So when you get 10 months down the road and you're resubbing to this person for the 9th month or the 10th month, you're like, hey, look, we're having a Twitch baby. And so you've got this, sort of, this sort of like, what is it, clout already. Like, this streamer, the 10 months down the road, this person could be streaming to 70 people and you could be streaming to 20, and you guys are helping each other out because you and this person have been, interacting since day one. And it makes all the difference.
A rapport has been built.
Exactly.
Excellent. That's the most scientific answer that's been given to that question so far. So you've got two like first ofs here that you've gotten on this interview. I am highly impressed with those answers, just to let you know.
Yeah, and make sure that they're smaller channels, like less than 10 viewers, because you want to be able to interact with that individual. If you try and jump right into somebody who has 70 viewers, they're not going to notice you. They've already done what you're doing or what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. So, until you get big enough to get onto their radar, you got to work on the small stream. And like I said, pick people that you actually like to watch, that actually entertain you. And it's easy. It's easy because you guys are already on the same wavelength. Especially if you play the same game, or you have the same sense of humor or whatever. It's easy from there.
Somebody that you could actually become a friend with.
Exactly.
Yep. Excellent. All right. Do you have any favorite pro streamers or any of the big names that inspire you at all?
I don't know if he's necessarily a pro streamer, but he is partnered. I'm a huge fan of Green Dumpling, and I've been watching his stream a lot lately. He's so funny, he's so charismatic, and he's unapologetically over the top. The things he says and gets away with, I'm just like, God damn, I wish I had the confidence to just do that and not give a shit. I was like, that's what inspires me.
His
he's
energy
fantastic.
Is absolutely invigorating. I definitely agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like, ladies, get you a man who will wash his balls.
Exactly.
Just what?
Yeah. Oh man, that's some good shit.
He's so entertaining.
All right. Did you have? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but did you have anything that you'd like to add to the like a couple minutes to promo anything? Got any things coming up? You have you want to give everybody an elevator pitch to come check out PrimalLassie channel?
Okay, my main thing for Halloween on October 30th, the Call of Cthulhu comes out. That's what I'm going to stream on the 30th and the 31st, unless I finish it on the 30th. I don't think I will. But I pre-ordered this game like last month, earlier this month. And I can't wait for it to come out. It's like a Lovecraftian sort of puzzle, and it's got like, horror elements, and it's going to be fantastic. It's got a lot of press, a lot of good buzz, and I would love for you guys to come and watch me play it.
Excellent. I will be there.
Yay! Thank you, Skep. That means a lot.
There we go. I was trying to put up the while you were doing that, I was trying to put up the link to your channel, and Nightbot, of course, was not doing its job.
Nightbot, you ain't shit.
Awesome.
You gotta use a firm hand with Nightbot.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions that I've got for you today. So what we're gonna do for everybody in the chat, we're going to take about a 10-minute break here. And then I'll be back with HashDabJones, and we'll be going on from there. Lassie, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, everybody, welcome back. And joining me is HashDabJones. Hash, how you doing tonight?
Dude, I'm doing great, brother. What's up?
Yeah, not. I am having a really good night. All these interview shows are always great. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna make sure that spooky sumbitch behind you is a little bit more in the video here. I want to make sure everybody sees that. There we go. That thing is definitely spooky. All right, let's do the fade. There we go. All right, now everybody can see. Because that definitely needs to be shown off a bit more. All right, so to introduce you to everybody, I've got a link here. If anybody needs to follow HashDabJones, there is the link that you can use to get to Hash's channel. I took a look at your social blade here so that I could, get some stats for everybody. Social Blade says you have a Twitch channel with over 470 followers and over 15,000 channel views. How long you been at it?
Pretty much towards like the beginning of 2017, sort of around January. It's been going pretty good, and I wasn't expecting too much of it, but honestly, I'm pretty grateful for everybody that's followed and just the people that I got that enjoy watching. It's pretty fun.
Right.
I have a good time doing it.
What made you start?
I honestly, just because I already game all the time, and I just figured why not share it with the internet. So I just started doing it, and I've been having a great time doing it. And I'm a computer technician student, so I figured why not.
You in the hardware or the software side?
Right now I'm in networking classes, but I'm kind of more interested in the technical side, like building PCs and stuff like that.
Just a personal question on that note. Are they still teaching token ring stuff in the networking classes?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then that is very good. Very good. It was 20 years out of date. Yeah, it was 20 years out of date when they were teaching it to me about 4 years ago. So, or I guess it was a little bit longer than 4 years ago, about 5 years ago. So good to hear. All right. What kind of things do you like to stream over at the HashDabJones channel?
Well, lately it's been a lot of Dead by Daylight, man, and it's been perfect for this month, especially.
Right.
Fitting the theme. But I actually started playing when I was streaming like a lot of World of Warcraft, and I've been heavily into that. But lately I've been kind of burnt from Battle for Azeroth, so I've been playing some different stuff. Some games I haven't played yet that I got in line, but really a lot of Dead by Daylight, Grand Theft Auto 5, nice. Various other games, whatever people want to call out.
Do you play Horde or Alliance?
Dude, for the Horde.
Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. So Dead by Daylight, right? What would you say is your favorite killer?
Well, so far I think my favorite's probably Leatherface.
Leatherface? Excellent.
Yeah, I go pretty hard with Michael Myers is also pretty fun. I think I'm gonna grind him for a while, but I don't know, man. I one question mark is the new one, which I just got the DLC last night, so I haven't even played the Spirit yet, but we're gonna have to check that out.
When you're playing as a survivor, do you have a favorite killer to play against, like one that makes it the most enjoyable kind of survivor game?
Yeah, I usually like going against a Billy.
A Billy?
Something about just dodging those chainsaw rushes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty good to loop.
Right. All right. So over at your channel, do you have a name for the followers that follow you? Like here at SkepTalk, we have the Illuminati. Do you have a nickname for your following?
I just call them the Hashdab fam.
Dude, Hashdab fam. that rolls off the tongue pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
So have you ever had to explain to like roommates or parents or like anybody else what it is you're doing all those late nights on the computer?
I mean, everybody pretty much knows what I do, and I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah, I don't think they understand a lot of this world. They don't understand like the network. They're not personally in it, but I mean, they respect and they're cool with it.
Awesome. that must be nice not to have to be all like, listen.
Yeah, you see some of those clips where you got like parents in the background like, you need to get the fuck off that thing.
Right, exactly. Are you telling me that you're spending Minecraft everywhere? Like, those ones are always some of the best to watch, though.
Oh yeah.
Can you recall what you would call the craziest thing that has ever happened while you were streaming?
I mean, probably like my dude Moo, aka Level U is his name on Twitch. He just randomly stopped by one day early, like just randomly as such a small streamer, and dropped like over $2,000 worth of a tip.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was just like, it was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably like the craziest night.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so shout out to that guy.
Yeah. You ever had a game that you decided you wanted to try streaming that just didn't work out?
I've had there was one night when I was streaming Grand Theft Auto 5. This was ridiculous, but I had a modder that was like randomly teleporting me around, and I ended up getting banned for it, and I did nothing but get messed with.
Oh wow.
so I actually had another viewer who gifted me another account, and I actually just downloaded Grand Theft Auto 5 independently. But yeah, it ended up being kind of cool, but that was just trash.
So like the anti-cheat guard or something caught you?
I guess, yeah, just because I teleported so far. Yeah, I wasn't doing shit. I literally wasn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy just appeared in front of me and started messing with me. Like I don't know if it got clipped, but
you didn't have too many like shark cards or anything on that account, did you?
No, man.
Okay, good. Well, I mean, it sucks that you got banned, but I'm glad you didn't have a whole bunch of money in it or whatever. But...
Damn, son.
PrimalLassie with that tier 1 subscription. Thank you very much. That Illuminati jam. All right. So do you have a projected like vision for where you want your channel to be in about a year? Oh, looks like we forgot about the push to talk there.
Yep. Got myself there.
Yeah, it's all good.
I think in about a year, I don't know. I'm looking to push like a steady over like 1,000 follows, hopefully. I'm not,
nice.
I'm just gonna go with the flow, and if I maintain a steady flow of subs, man, like the goal and the end goal is to do this full time because I enjoy doing this a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'm cool with the steady pace.
Do you have any new tech or anything like that you wanted to add to your stream, like green screen? Or I'm not saying you need anything, but I'm just wondering if you had any thoughts.
If there was something to boost the stream, in my mind, which could be down the road, is I'm eventually planning on getting the capture card set up, maybe opening up the variety of games with some console exclusives, and eventually I'm in the background there. Oh, this direction. That I'm in the making of building another PC, so I could kind of get a dual PC stream, maybe get that 1080p 60 with like a smoothness going down,
Yeah.
Just stuff like that.
I have similar aspirations.
Oh, yeah.
Those are definitely the shit there. I just want to take a second and say the Chaosifer, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the Illuminati, taking over the world. Experience over 0, thank you very much for that, host. I appreciate it. I still can't get over that alert sound. I apologize for the giggles.
Oh, you're fine, man.
All right. So I've got some clips here that our producer Mags has gathered for us in order to go through. I haven't looked through them. Mags has looked through them to make sure that everything's good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to look through these clips, and then I'll have you explain what's going on, if you're all right with that.
I'll try my best.
Excellent. All right. So the first one here, that's is that Dark Souls?
Yeah, Dank Souls.
Excellent.
Dude, you're really gonna fuck my day up. Oh my fucker! What the f- Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So about that, man.
Right.
Those demons, they suck.
Kitty is witty. Thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the Illuminati, taking over the world one follow at a time. But it looks like you had some pretty close dodges there, and then just all of a sudden, one missed dodge.
Yeah. Was that? I think that was Dark Souls 2, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean,
Yeah,
very
that
possibly.
game, like the hitboxes are actually dumb. I think, like in that game. I gotta say. Yeah.
You play much of Dark Souls?
Yeah, I've done a blind playthrough of all three. I did the remastered for the first, and yeah, I did 1 and 2. But I think I'm actually missing some like optional bosses in Dark Souls 2, so I might go back to that.
Right.
And I'm doing like new game runs and stuff. But yeah, I love that series.
So that's
Never done Bloodborne.
That's the same room that you're in right now, right?
Yeah.
So when did you get the creepy standee?
That's actually something that like my mom bought like a long time ago, and
Right.
I don't think they use it anymore. So it's like been stored away, and I just like pulled it out, and yeah,
Excellent.
he's chilling back there. He's been getting closer and closer.
That's awesome. I'll have to. Well, we'll all have to come check by to make sure to figure out how close it's gonna get.
Yep.
All right, so this one looks like that. I'm drawing a blank on it. It is the battle royale game where they had horses, right?
Oh yeah. Realm Royale.
Realm Royale. Okay, yeah. I just keep. There's so many of them. It's hard to keep track of the names.
Yeah.
Oh!
Scared the crap out of you.
Nobody clip that.
Yeah. That was some shit.
That means that it instantly gets clipped.
So that game is really fast paced, and like I've been jump scared. Like it's like actually made me sweat sometimes. Like Battle Royale is like seriously like get me going, dude. So
Right.
I get kind of jumpy sometimes.
Do you get that same feeling every time you see an enemy player on the horizon? Like, you know, that adrenaline boost that just hits you. Like, here it comes. It's going to be the final showdown.
I always think I'm gonna wreck them, but that usually that sometimes might not happen.
All right, this one looks like Dead by Daylight, and you are you the survivor there? Yeah, you're the survivor there, because yeah, it says recover there. So
Go Kate.
excellent.
He's picking me out like a piece of crap. Yes!
Not over here.
Did you see that?
Oh, and it was an escape there? Awesome.
Did you see that?
That was an epic play right there. That's all you have to say.
So was that like in the end alleyway that he was picking you up?
Yeah. Have you ever played DBD?
I've watched a lot.
Okay. I was just curious. Okay, because yeah, that's like the exit gate and like the little area right before you're officially out, and like the killer can't go any further. And yeah, killers usually hate those flashlights. And that was the perfect flashlight stun where he dropped me. I could just run out. That was perfect.
That was, yeah, it looked like you were very excited about the fact that got pulled off, you know?
Yeah. It's a pretty tough killer, the clown.
That's something I haven't ever seen. I haven't ever seen the clown as any of the killers. I'm usually seeing everybody playing the Saw character with the pig face. That's what I see
the
most
clown,
of the time, right?
Yeah, that one's can be pretty spooky too, dude. Because it crouches down, it's quiet, you can't hear a heartbeat. But yeah, the clown like throws a potion, and if it hits you, it slows you down and it makes you disoriented, so it's a little hard to see for a little bit. And it also gives away your position if you like Kobe's one, like across the map.
Oh wow, awesome.
Yeah. This is pretty cool.
Our next clip here. This looks like more Dark Souls.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
So the first guy you were fighting, he took a quick dip, and then you quickly joined him. That uncontrolled roll though sometimes, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah, man, that was that's classic Dark Souls right there. Like you just always falling down off stuff.
The Chaosopher says, "I wonder who clipped the last one in Realm Royale."
It was you, dude.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, sorry, chat. I actually spaced it and was having too much fun with Hashhair talking about these clips. I closed chat and didn't have it open. All right. Our next one that we've got here. Let's see. This one looks like some more Dark Souls here.
Nice.
Had you been trying that one for a while?
Dude, that bite, like, dude, you don't even understand, man. Like,
dude.
So
We did it.
I died
boys.
a lot in my Dark Souls 3 playthrough, and that was the last boss to one of the DLCs. And I shouldn't spoil anything, but like, it's a very unexpected fight.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a long time on that fight. I mean, should I spoil it, or should I just like?
Well, Dark Souls 3's been out for what, 6 years?
Okay, so like basically, I was unaware that there were like 3 phases, and I was pretty salty about the fact that every time I died, I had to keep getting through these phases, which each one like, I was dying like before I could even get to the second phase, like so many times after I'd already gotten to the third phase, stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of was broken probably.
Well, you definitely looked like that was a bit of a celebration there, right? Like, all right. Let's see, what else do I've got here? That's the same one. All right, we've got say Battlegrounds. Yep. That circle's real small.
I see that car coming up from 40.
Oh wow.
Look at the headshot. Oh, good job. Good job. Did you see my headshot though? Oh my god, that was nasty.
So the nade hit the car, right? And you got the kill for the headshot, right?
Yes,
awesome.
Dude. So I was extra hyped because like I don't get like dope plays like that all the time. So I felt like I was Shroud or something.
Right.
So yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Do you play many of the play much Battlegrounds anymore? I've noticed that recently it's kind of died off.
Yeah, I've been like really grinding out like Dead by Daylight and then like raiding WoW every week pretty much, like a lot. I just got into that pattern, but like I've been thinking about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, like that, like Blackout, and
it looks pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean I should probably hop back in some PUBG too some more.
Yep.
Especially after that clip.
Yeah, it's always good that to get a clip of some of those absolutely epic battleground kills, like
yeah,
you don't get to get those very often, and when they do, it's it's gold to have them forever.
I'm glad
right.
you found that, man.
This looks like Dead by Daylight. Getting creepy. The juke. Did the guy disconnect?
Yep.
You rage juked him? That's amazing.
Yeah. He missed. I pallet stunned him, and then he quit. That was pretty funny. Like, I wasn't even expecting him to quit, but it worked out for me.
I've seen that when all the survivors quit, that the killer gets a like a rage quit bonus. Do the survivors get one if the killer leaves? Okay, excellent.
Yeah, we get a bonus.
The fact that the developers added that makes me happy. I'm like, yeah, something for when people get super butthurt. All right. Let's see. We got another one here. Looks like some more Dark Souls. Ooh, that's Big Angel. And he's out. Is that another one of the harder bosses there?
Dude, do you see his moves? Like,
right.
God, like he like doesn't stop. Like, that fight was actually really tough because the way I play, I'm like always just melee, and I just build like strength into my weapon, and I usually just like play where I dodge roll a lot, and apparently it's supposed to be extra hard. So yeah, I'm proud.
Oh, what up, squabs? Hey, how's it going? I've definitely seen my fair share of rage compilations at these games, so I can understand how it would feel real good to take down one of these bastards.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else I got here. Looks like here's another one. That is
I don't know,
axe.
man. You're still in my match somehow. So yeah.
What the hell is happening there?
Oh, I remember this.
That was a lot of explosion and blood. Like,
I think that was a modder that was invading me.
He just kind of exploded. I
was trying to progress, and he just like started. You saw in the beginning, he started shooting fireballs at me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna dodge that and run away. And then all of a sudden, my screen just like froze.
Yeah.
Wow. That's too much, man. Everybody's saying that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Exactly. You're gonna need a lot of flex tape to fix that there.
The clear kind.
Exactly. All right. Let's see. We got another one here. Looks like Dead by Daylight. With some fresh beef.
No! No! No!
That guy was probably so frustrated as he was chasing you around that long. Oh, we got that push to talk again.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was freaking out, man.
Right. Well, I mean, shit.
Dang.
Jason's right behind you. Michael's right behind you. You better keep going, right?
Yeah, I don't think I got away in that one.
Nope. It looks like he got you right there. All right. Well, there's like all the clips that we've got stored up for today. So I've got a few more questions here for you.
All right.
Let me pull up the old document here. All right. So the first one I've got here. Oh, Mag says what? There's a canon one. Let's see. Did I miss something? All right, we got that one. 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 Okay, I guess they're sending us one. Hold on here. We'll pull this. Oh no, that's not it. What's going on here? Oh, talking about the flex tape. Okay. Never mind. I thought that they were talking about something that I messed up on. We're good to go. No, let me get back to where we were. Oh, the producer in chat just getting me all weirded out, trying to figure out what's going on. All right. So, do you have any favorite professional streamers, right? Like, are any of them that like inspire your channel?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a few big streamers that I'm a pretty big fan of. Yeah, like, I think my favorite WoW streamer is probably Asmongold.
Okay.
You ever heard of that guy? And,
I have. I've seen a few of the videos on YouTube.
I mean, I'm a soda poppin' fan, Thorson boy, as you might say.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, no, I follow a lot of streams, but I also definitely have like a huge amount of support for like my fellow smaller community streamers. And I usually actually spend most of my time chilling in their streams and like participating. But I definitely, like follow and support like a lot of the bigger guys, especially the few that I called out, but a few others too.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with standing on the shoulders of giants to get to
exactly
to reach the next level. So, all right. So, when I don't know, I mean, like I don't remember. I don't know exactly how you remember it when you started, but it's usually the same for most of us. But when somebody's just starting out and they haven't found their niche or haven't made a lot of friends on Twitch, it can be pretty lonely. Do you have any advice for people in that situation?
I would just say if you're not having fun and it's like just stressful, just like the idea of wanting to stream, then I mean, think about your positives and cons and weigh things out. And also, like, if you are actually enjoying it and you're at the point where you're just like, I'm just trying to grow, I would say just like be yourself and get good at just communicating a lot and just like talking a good amount, I'd say.
Nice.
Just talking a lot with your viewers as they come in.
Interaction.
And yeah, maybe a little bit of networking and like the games that you like to watch, spend time actually like watching Twitch more and stuff like that as well. And I think that could help.
Awesome. All right. So if you could send a message back in time to 10 years ago, do you think you'd have anything you'd like to tell younger you? And the answer to that doesn't have to be anything personal. It's just,
Wait, could you repeat that? Like what?
If you could send a message back in time to yourself 10 years ago, do you have anything that you would tell yourself?
I'd say, damn, dude. You probably should have been streaming.
Check out Justin TV.
No, I was an idiot like 10 years ago.
Weren't we all though? I mean,
yeah.
If you were the end boss of a video game, do you know what kind of loot you think you would drop?
Did somebody say Thunder Fury? Blessed Hammer of the Windseeker or Sword of the Windseeker?
Yeah. I don't think
No.
nobody said that yet, but I remember spam linking that in every all chat that I could.
It still happens when you're in the middle of raid and general chat. All of a sudden, is covered with the linking of Thunder Fury.
Excellent. Well, it's good to hear that not everything has changed.
Yeah.
Kitty is witty says you would drop weed, or maybe Kitty would drop weed, or Chaos would drop weed.
I mean, yeah, that's a possibility as well, as long as it's on a location where it's legal.
Exactly. Where this stream is in Oregon and everything is perfectly fine here. So.
Oh, word. Yeah, I'm in Colorado.
Yep. Nice. Yeah. In reasonable states.
Yeah.
Awesome. So did you have anything that you wanted to talk to the crowd about? Anything you coming up that you want to promote? Any streams that are coming up in the future?
Well, I mean, I'm basically strumming pretty much every day, and I used to be kind of late night, but now it's kind of during the day because I'm having problems with my ISP during the night mainly. So thankfully it's working fine during the day. But playing wise, I just have a goal, which is if I hit 1,000 followers, then I'm gonna do a like $50 Steam giveaway, or like basically just a new game. Nice. I'll look it up. I'm gonna do like some sort of random roll, I guess, and I'll figure out like a way to enter all that information in the future. But there's that. I'm probably gonna be streaming a lot of DBD, so if you want to look forward to that, it's the place to go. And
you looking at TwitchCon at all?
No, I personally wasn't planning on going all the way out there. Just the expenses and stuff like that wouldn't make sense for me right now. I just can't, especially like with I got class and stuff like that. So it wouldn't work out this year. But I mean, eventually in the horizon, yeah, it sounds like a fun event. I wouldn't mind trying to go to at some point. Yeah,
it definitely looks pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, shout out to Canada, because they recently recreationally they legalized cannabis.
Yeah, isn't today like legalization day, or was that yesterday?
It's soon. It was recent.
Right.
But yeah, that's hype.
Excellent. All right. I think that's all the questions I've got today. So I think what we're gonna do in order to tie up this stream here is we're gonna go find someone to raid, right? Seems like the best way to end this type of stream, right?
Dude, that sounds solid.
Let's I'm trying to see if I can find somebody in X3L that's maybe
Dude,
not have Kayla Chaotic is, right?
Chaotic. Well, let's hit him up.
Yeah, let's see here really quick. I think that they've got their X3L tags up. Yep. We're gonna go raid Kayla Chaotic. So, all right, let's talk to the chat here real quick before we go. Oh, right. Max says to raid HashDab. I mean, we could raid you if you wanted to, right? No, I mean, if that's what chat wants, that's what chat gets, right? That's no problem at all. I was just thinking,
I was just hyped for a second because I saw like my internet's still fine, but I mean, do whatever.
All right.
I mean, since we called him out, it's up to you. I was gonna keep playing DVD if my internet was fine, and it seems all right. But basically, if my internet shoots out, then I'll hook up Chaotic with a forward if it goes down that way.
Excellent. All right. So I've got you set up for the raid here, and we're gonna head out there in just a second. So thanks everybody for joining us. It's been an awesome interview, and thank you very much, HashDab, for dropping by. I appreciate the conversation. It was super fun. Did you enjoy it?
Dude, it was awesome, man. I had a good time reflecting on these clips that you guys found, and man, it was fun chatting.
If you or Primal want a copy of this episode, you guys have 100% on stream okay to upload it to your guys' channel so that people can take a look. So
sweet,
just
thank
say,
you, man.
hey, if you want to know more about me, there's an interview in the clips, type of thing, or in the episode. So all right.
Oh yeah, man.
We're headed over to your channel now.
Dude, thanks.
Okay, so I've hit the raid button.